Wow. God. I really thought this would take like one video shorter because I didn't really trust my stupid idea that we had to exchange Pikmin all the way through in order to just get that final ship part that we really need, but you know, turns out no. Turns out no. We gotta spend one extra day here just trying to do what we can. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 20 of Pikmin. Well, now it's totally blind now. Okay, so first order of business. This last ship part. This very last one that we absolutely need in order to increase the Dolphin's capabilities one more time so that we can get to the final ship part. Second order of business. We're going to heavily rely on... Oh, there was one right there. Oh, it's so stupid. God, I'm such an idiot. I didn't actually look. How could I just not look at anything? Like, Christ. This is all being recorded before any of this goes public, by the way, so I'm not going to know how y'all are going to react. I don't know if you're going to scream at me in the comments being like, duh, there was some right there, how could you not know? Or, like, God, you suck at this game, dude. I don't know what's wrong with you. But clearly you have a problem. You know, all of that. So I don't know. I don't know, dude. This reactor changes permutations in the space-time continuum into pure energy. Basically, it's like a giant rubber band. 29 out of 30 ship parts, increasing the Dolphin's capabilities now. So clearly, this last ship part is in the last area. So, while we do have access to the final area right away, we're not going to do that. Because what would we be if we weren't absolutely mentally prepared? So, so the rest of our time here in the good old distant spring is going to be absolutely devoted to getting our Pikmin numbers up for the very last area that we have to do. And basically from my memory and or understand from my understanding / memory, I believe it's just a boss fight. I say memory because I watched Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Pikmin like a long time ago again. Again, this is all like long ago. So I barely remember, but I think it's just essentially a boss fight and nothing else after that. Just that for the last ship part. So yeah, we're just gonna try to boost up our numbers as much as we can while I just try to talk to y'all about how it feels to finally play this game and how it actually feels to frickin' get it done almost. And actually do a run of it. 'Cause, man, let me tell you, this was kind of an experience, all right? Like, this whole, like, Pikmin thing with me playing Pikmin last year and now me playing Pikmin 1 this year, it's an experience, okay? It's just an experience. Finally being able to actually, you know, play this game, you know? Like, I already told you my whole story with this game already. I already told you my whole story about this game. How I basically only get up to the Forest of Hope and essentially just stop playing right there because I felt like I was all good in that regard. I didn't really feel like I need to play anymore because the first 2 levels were just so much fun. Or rather, the Forest of Hope was just so much fun anyway that it didn't really necessarily matter what I thought of the rest of the game. Like, the Forest of Hope was such a fun area to me that I just sort of just stopped playing, and I have absolutely no idea why I even decided to just stop there or just to keep going, you know? I don't know. It's just like it's a very weird history me in the first Pikmin game. Because unlike with Pikmin 3 that I've never ever experienced before outside of the demo, Pikmin 1 is just one of those games that I never really bothered to actually sit my ass down and take my time to play it rather than just you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, Pikmin was just never one of those games where I was just like, okay, I'm going to go through this game and just do this. I'm gonna finally get my ass to beat this game, and that's it. Well, what happened there? What essentially happened there? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, because I didn't know. I either had a lot of other things that I wanted to do rather than just sit my ass down and play the first Pikmin, or I just wasn't very interested in just going back to playing this game that I really liked but never finished. It's a very bizarre thing, I know. It's very bizarre for me to even say this because Pikmin 3, Pikmin 3 being one of the best games I played last year was just like really good. It was just really good for me because I finally got to fully beat a Pikmin game, and it was really good. Pikmin 3 was just so good. With all the management, all the level designs, all the everything. And it looked really good, and it sounded really good too. So it was just like, yeah, Pikmin 3 is very much poggers, as the kids say. It is extremely, very much the poggers game. And yet, I consider Pikmin a poggers game too. But now I'm just like, yeah, it is kind of a good game. But like by the time I get to the Forest Navel, it's just like, wow, that first time was definitely not one of my better reactions to it, like honestly. Like I did manage to get through it just okay. I did manage to get every single ship part that was there. I did all the stuff that goes with it, such as beating the asses of all those bosses. In fact, that mushroom boss, like, that was really something else, let me tell you. Like, that, just figuring out its weak point and then just killing it in one cycle, that was amazing. That was really amazing. What do these do? Okay, I'm really curious. What do these do? Because now I can take... Oh, these are just nectar sources. Okay, I really don't know how these could possibly be nectar sources, but you know what? Okay. That's fine. That's okay. So yeah, aside from that though, like I really had to think about what I needed to do in the Forest Navel, and I definitely spent a lot more videos in there than I should have. I definitely did spend more videos in the Forest Naval than I should have. Like, I don't know how people are gonna react to that. I'm recording and editing this like way before this pops up on YouTube at all. So I really don't know. Usually when it comes to like blind Let's Plays, well, with the exceptions of some games, I generally like to record them all in one shot so that I don't end up like following some really bad advice. I just like to figure things out as I go along, you know? I like to figure things out as I go. And any advice is, definitely, it's definitely very much appreciated. I do appreciate, like, any and all advice coming with it, just so long as you're not a dick in, like, saying how I play is, like, really dumb or how I play is terrible. Like, I know I already said, I don't know, I already said this on stream once. But, like, I just gotta help because there was this one guy, there was this one guy, I won't say his name. I won't say their name. But there was this one guy who was all like, why do people need to hear about technical issues? This was during, like, Metal Gear Rising, by the way. Because I was streaming Yoshi's Woolly World at the time when I told the story. So it was all like, so it was essentially all like, why are you even complaining about technical issues at all? It's just like, dude, I think I'm allowed to talk about technical issues because I've had them. And because I had them, and it was a blind Let's Play, I feel like I'm obligated to tell people that if technical issues were to happen, then that giant flying bug will just go through the bridge like nothing, like it was just a regular, ordinary day for him. Because that's clearly what the takeaway of all of this is. It's just bugs can go through bridges now, which is great and awesome and powerful. But yeah, the one guy was just like complaining about like recording issues I had, and it was like, you can't really comment on me talking about like recording issues I had, because I had to try for a lot of tries just to get that video all recorded and good to go. Because in a blind Let's Play, you're supposed to get that first reaction. It's all about the reactions of your first time playing through a video game. That's what blind Let's Plays are all about. That very first time experiencing something truly special. Like, it's like with me and experiencing Halo, I appreciate everyone coming to me to watch that series. Like, I'm done with Let's Playing the Halo series, and I'm definitely going to play Halo Infinite on my own, but I appreciate all of you watching. But, like, there's no need to be dicks. And it's like, afterward, and the whole thing about that is just like, afterwards, after I settled the whole thing with me and that guy just talking about how he complained about me complaining about technical issues, which I think I'm kind of justified, I think. Now, remember, I said I think. I'm not sure if I know if I'm justified about that or not. But basically, and to the point, after I settled that whole thing with me and that one guy, just being all like, yeah, I think I'm justified. That one guy is like, oh no, you have the right to complain about, technical issues. It's just that the way you're playing sucks. Yeah, so that guy is immediately not. Is like immediately not. Because that's the thing, okay? It's like what Jake the dog says in Adventure Time. Sucking at something is the first step of actually being good at something. And I don't think I can actually raise up my numbers more than I already have. So whatever number I'm going into the final area with, that's okay. So, yeah, it's just like the way you're playing sucks. Alright? I would have skipped the tutorial mode, but you obviously did do the tutorial mode, so obviously, you know, you suck. Okay, that's definitely not exactly what they wrote, but, you know, but I got the message, okay? I got the message, okay? I clearly think that this guy thinks that I suck at Metal Gear Rising because it's my first time playing through. Yeah, I just, you know, decided to ignore that guy forever and ever now. He was only like a one-time deal. They were only like a one-time deal, definitely. But, like, it's just like you can't do that, you know? You just can't go out saying, yeah, you complain about technical issues and then do like a complete 180 and I'm like, oh. I definitely left one behind, but who cares? But yeah. So if I'm expecting anyone in the comments below, because I read that. I may not respond to everybody, but I read it. And just so long as you're not being an absolute jerkwad, I am very willing to take up any and all advice you give to me. And I can certainly tell you, probably with the next Blind Let's Play, definitely, I'll just leave it at that. 20 days since impact. At last, but a single part remains. Since I recovered 29 of the missing ship parts, the Dolphin's power is near capacity. In the 4 steps below, I see a region where the final part must lie. Clearly, this is my final trial. My life support fails in 10 days. Courage! Yeah, I like that in him. I like that. So we have a good, healthy amount of Pikmin going forward here, so that's all well and good, actually. I really can't wait for my final stat to like this, because this is going to be... It's going to be pain. Ooh. Shooting stars. I like that. I like-y. Okay, so there's only one ship part in this area, like I suspected. But it's looking like this is going to be a lot more than I think I might have bargained for, so... I'm going to take care of that next session, and I'm going to take care of the final trial, hopefully, next time on Let's Play Pikmin. Blind now. See you guys next time. Bye.